Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Okay, Sag, this is going to be your reading. As always, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It might not resonate with everyone that watches. If this doesn't feel like your energy, it could be energy that's being projected towards you from people around you. These are just the themes of the week, so take it as it resonates for you. If you're new, subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. All right, let's get into it. Interesting energy. And what came out for you was scrying, your intuition, but then skull of darkness, blind spots. Your catalyst or your challenge is the wise owl. Wise seeing, wise action. Be careful with divination and using your intuition this week. It's not picking up on everything that you need to know. You have some blind spots. When the skull of darkness and blind spots comes out, there might be something that you're not aware of, but it also suggests that you might be pushing something out of your awareness. Watch out for watching too much tarot this week. Watch out for using spirituality as a tool for mental health. Sometimes it can help, but it's not always the most applicable. As a matter of fact, I notice people use spirituality to avoid therapy sometimes. But I'm not really sensing that. I'm sensing more that like your intuition, I don't think you're avoiding reality by doing divination. But when you're doing scrying and listening to your intuition for an outer awareness, just recognize that you're not picking up on everything you think you are this week. Your intuition may struggle. You may have a blind spot that you're not aware of. Take wise action. See correctly. Okay? Wise seeing means wise action. Listen to your own intuition this week. That's very important. A very specific message came out of the Life Coaching Oracle deck. I pulled two messages out of this deck for you this week. What came out was parting ways. It's time to lighten up. But with past life connections, watch boundaries. There could be power struggles happening right now, but there are positive life changes. So you may have parted ways with someone recently, or Spirit's saying it may be time to move on from a person or a situation. And when you do, you'll lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously right now. Like, let go of relationships where things aren't working out. They're just weighing you down. They're heavy. And when it comes to past life connections, you're trying to heal old wounds, but you'll struggle to do that if you don't have good boundaries. So learn the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. Like if you've moved on from someone, it's really time to lighten up. If you want to stay in that light energy, watch out for people from the past coming back. A lot of people from the past come back when they want to hit to their ego, or they're bored, or they're out of supply, meaning people aren't real to them and relationships aren't real to them. They're just supply for them. Like, watch out for people that just want to use you to fuel themselves in some way. Have good boundaries with anyone from the past. Stay in that light energy. And I was like, all right, well, that's pretty damn specific. It's like about a specific kind of person or a relationship. Is there anything else going on for Sagittarius? Yes, apparently natural born leader. People don't think mutable signs are natural born leaders. They think only cardinal signs or fixed signs are. That's such bullshit. Mutable signs are the best leaders, because you'll do it all. Like, you can be a good leader, but then you'll roll up your sleeves and work right alongside others. And Sag is wonderful for that. You're wonderful bosses. You're wonderful leaders. You get people really excited really quickly. You were born to lead others. It's part of your life's path at this time. So you're going to be stepping into a role of leadership, perhaps, the beginning of the month. You're also discovering your untapped hidden potential. There's a hidden treasure. You have brilliant untapped hidden potential just waiting to be explored. You're going through a metamorphosis of some kind, like a caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon. You're about to get your wings. Okay, this is really exciting for those of you that it resonates with. In some part of your life, you know, when we think of leadership, we think of work and career. So it's probably there, but it could be anywhere. You could be stepping into like a greater role of leadership in your family and a friend circle, even in a romantic partnership. Like, taking the lead is uncovering like more hidden potential for you. Like, you're discovering yourself in a role of leadership. And I think you're about to really take off here in some way. If you have a catalyst or a challenge with that, it's a power struggle. You may be involved in power struggles between two or more people. See, sometimes other people just don't like it when they see fire signs in leadership roles undergoing transformation and discovering their natural gifts and abilities, that makes other people jealous and nervous. I notice a lot of fire signs have people feel that way about them. It's just because you exude confidence and passion and charisma, and that just makes people, I don't know what their problem is. The right people will follow you, Sagittarius, but there may be someone around you that's not liking this, so watch out for competitive energy around you. As you step into a leadership role, you have to stand your ground there. Like if you just got made director of some department or something, or you stepped into some kind of a leadership role, or while you're getting into leadership, you have to face the fact that part of leadership is dealing with power struggles and dealing with humans that act like toddlers at work and at home sometimes. You have to stand your ground in your leadership role. You're going to find that you're good at this. I can hear it. And have the boundaries with people from the past. Interesting things. I don't know why this is here. This is from another reading. Sorry, you guys. This was what came out for you. From the solar system. You're being influenced to step into the 5th house right now. So pleasure, play, leisure, romance, dating, creating things that you're really proud of. If you are artistic or creative, now is a really good time to get into that hobby, get into that vibe with art and creation. I mean, the 5th house is associated with the arts in general. So theater, writing, creative art, creativity, and also pleasure and play and leisure, elementary education, spending time with family, and dating. Fun and romance is in the air right now. But what came out with the 5th house is solar calm, which says clarify the future. Okay. There is a debilitation. There's something uncomfortable. So this week, those of you that are in a dating situation, or maybe it's just something for creativity, it could have to do with family and vacation, you need to, something needs to be clarified about the future. This will be a bit uncomfortable. So for dating, it's like you may have to have that conversation like, hey, where is this going? It's nice and calm right now. So when we have a solar calm, that's the perfect time to clear things up, right? So it might be that week to have that talk with somebody like, hey, what are we doing here? Where is this going? It won't be easy, but Spirit's saying you want that clarity. The present moment is the only place that you can manifest, but you want to think about the future that you are manifesting because your choices are your future and your destiny. Lean into your North Node sign. Watch out for the pitfalls of that sign, the shadow traits. We have to deal with that with all of our placements, and then lean into those higher expressions of your North Node. You can also check what your North Node imprints are in your human design. This all needs to be clarified. Something needs to be clarified about the future and where something is going associated with the 5th house. Won't be easy. I know you guys don't like sticky, uncomfortable conversations, but it's a good idea. Maybe it's possible also that someone from your past will reach out just to it's a temperature check, like, hey, what's going on? I'm hearing it could be a Leo or an Aries. Oh, I'm also hearing something about Virgo. Okay. It's okay to say nunya to people. I've been saying none of your business to a lot of people lately. Here's what Spirit thinks you need to surrender to this week, Sagittarius, for the next 7 to 10 days. Surrender to silence and the beauty of the natural world. Y'all just need to go outside and listen to crickets, listen to the rainfall, listen to the trees, listen to the birds, listen to nature. Spending time outside in the natural world is what you're being encouraged to do. Take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Like go somewhere where you don't see cars. Keep your cell phone in your pocket. Just let yourself orient to nature. This will replenish you and you will experience the ecstasy and beauty of nature. Yes, that's good for you guys. You guys don't have a problem being grounded. Fire likes the ground. Usually works there. Also surrender to some silence at this time. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can replenish you. I think I'm being outside, being in silence. I'm hearing you guys just need less stimuli. You've been a little overstimulated. With the boom of technology in the last 30 years, that's pretty easy to do. We get very overstimulated very easily. So Spirit's saying, let's let go of stimulation. Let's go outside in nature. It's okay to experience silence. Yeah. You might need to be silent with a person as well. They wanted me to use the Psychic Tarot, which I really like. I haven't used it in a while. Just a very basic stripped down reading. Again, if you're looking for something more detailed, Sag, hop on over to my other channel, Moon Body Libra, and you'll see lots and lots of love messages for you. This is mostly just focused on you. So recent past, the Nine of Swords in reverse, suffering and silence in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles, prosperity begins. Some of you got a new job recently, or you were able to plant a seed finally. You had been suffering in silence for quite some time, lots of anxiety. This is about facing the skeletons in our closet, not letting ourselves freeze and be disempowered by anxiety and stress, mental stress. Nine of Swords speaks to mental pressure. If you have an open head and Ajna chakra center, you suffer from this a lot. Let it go, just let it go. Because I think there's been anxiety that's been reduced about a new direction that you're going, a new seed that you can plant. It could have been a job. It could also have been about a serious relationship. There's less anxiety here. And then it moved to the Ace of Cups, letting the light back in. Recently, you started a new cycle. You've planted a seed that could manifest into abundance. And you've opened your heart chakra. You have let the light back in. A healing energy has come for you. Your current energy is the Six of Swords, moving on. I love that. Whenever I get the Six of Swords, I'm like, no news is good news, right? Easy breezy, calm. Okay, you're moving on from something, letting go of conflict, loss, and change. There was anxiety, but there's been a recent newness for you. Letting that light back in. But the challenge you face moving forward is that there are still obstacles and challenges. This guy's like moving on, and then he gets out of the boat and he starts to walk on the path and he's like, oh shit, there's just more in front of me. Yeah, welcome to Earth, right? Welcome to Earth. You're trying to let go of like anger energy, fight energy. The Six of Swords comes after the Five of Swords, which is, it's pretty gnarly. I win, you lose, I'm right, you're wrong, this is mine. I'm possessive, I'm mean, we're going to fight to the death. And it's like, dear God, please no. Sagittarians hate that shit. Like, that is just not your purpose. You're built for solutions, not for fighting. And you're like, okay, there's just more bullshit in front of me. The Five of Wands in a group dynamic, and it's usually about a group dynamic, suggests that everyone involved is trying to work things out. It's just not going great. It's kind of like a garage band tuning up. And it's like, oh, everybody's egos are competing. The guitarist wants their amp to be the loudest, but then the lead singer wants to be heard over the guitars. And then the drummer's like, well, nobody can hear me. And they're all just... their egos are trying to work it out and work together to create a one-hit song, right? The one-hit wonder. It's kind of like that for you right now. It's like there will be obstacles and there will be challenges this week, but at least your like drama is behind you. I also think that you have a chance to observe group dynamics where things aren't going great and think about whether or not you want to get involved and help, or you just want to keep on moving on. Just obstacles and challenges, dealing with other people. With the Five of Wands, the advice is everyone has an ego, including you, and you might be seeing some ego clashing this week. You did have a power struggle card. Also, if you have someone coming back and trying to bug you from the past, you're trying to lighten up. Let them know that that's what you're about. But I like your response to it. I was like, okay, what else? The Magician to the Wheel of Fortune. Hell yeah. You're going to tackle challenges head on. The Magician's really been making his rounds. He's come out in a lot of zodiac signs, discovering your power, tapping into your own potential. You are the creator of your own destiny. When I get the Magician to the Wheel of Fortune, it's like I create my own destiny. You're going to have to go with the flow. There's a lot of things that are out of your control right now. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us of something. We don't have control over the weather and other people's feelings. like anything can happen at this point. The world is a mysterious place. There's going to be ups. There's going to be downs. It's time to just alchemize and do your part. Be resourceful. Make it up as you go along. Don't be afraid of trial and error this week, Sagittarius. What you manifest will significantly alter the course of your fate and destiny this week. You are the creator of that at this time. And I believe the magician in you will be solution focused, because I don't think you want to lose any momentum here. You had this great beginning. You felt this healing energy. This new seed was planted. Moving on from the drama, and you're like, I feel more powerful now. I can create this. I can create my life. You might not have much of a plan right now, but you are going to ride that wheel of fortune like a mechanical bull this week if you're the magician. I love it. In the near future, this looks good too. There's still some stuff that's bugging you. You will have material and spiritual prosperity this week. I'm hearing there may be something about money or a bill that needs to be paid. I'm also hearing someone may tell you that you owe them money or ask for money, perhaps. Don't unbalance your scales. That's what I'm hearing. In the near future, balance, that's justice. That's a card of Libra, and the Six of Cups. Bringing balance, balancing the past with the present. The Six of Cups is like a no bridges burned, a memories card. It's a card of forgiveness. It's a card of leaving the unhappy, sad memories behind and having more of a remembrance for the fond times, the sweeter times. There's a potential for an apology or an amends coming in soon. But I'm also hearing that, like, as you balance your own karma, as you make choices in a bit of a black and white way, where you're seeing like consequences if you do make one choice versus consequences for another, I'm feeling like you're balancing your storylines out. You're balancing your timelines out. You have new perceptions and new awareness of the past. There's a softening happening. Yeah, they're telling me it's heavy for some of you though, but it's not easy. It's like you want things to be made right. You want things to be fair and balanced. You have fond memories, but I think some things may start to creep up on you about some stuff that's happened in the past. Because I was like, we started with the Nine of Swords in reverse, but we ended with the Eight of Swords in the upright, trapped in fear, overthinking about what? Transformation, Scorpio, death, worried about something, worried about stuff from the past, worried about a person, worried about major change. This could also be worry and concern about a parent or their health, because it could involve death. The reason I say that is because I really thought the eighth house was going to come out of my astrology deck when I pulled this reading, because I kept seeing it, but it didn't pop out. Some of you are thinking about end of life stuff, wills, estates, family, parents, your childhood. Because when I get the death card with justice, sometimes that can mean something ending, letting it really end because it needs to. Yes, you have good memories, but it needs to end and it's hard. But it could also have to do quite literally with the death of a loved one, a will, an estate, something to do with children and money. So that may be on your mind. Remember that the Eight of Swords is not solution focused, but the Magician is. You have to let things unfold at this time, Sagittarius, and just control and alchemize with the resources that you have. Do your part. And recognize that you cannot control everything. Because something in the near future will kind of get you trapped in your head about what you really need to let go. It could just be, you could be thinking about a Libra or a Scorpio. I also have Aries here and Aquarius at this time. But keep doing what you're doing, Sag. Watch out for getting in your head. Remember that everything that has a beginning does have an ending, but everything just transforms. Nothing ever really dies. It just transforms. You have to radically accept that and try to get out of your head about it. Talking to someone might help with that. But have boundaries with the people that you don't want to talk to at this time, and take wise action when you're using your intuition and scrying. Watch out for those blind spots. I'm hearing do the smart thing, do the right thing. Yeah. All right, Sag, that's your reading here this week. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.